Hello and welcome to the fourth and final episode of Around the World. I'm Caden Greco. In this final episode, we will be talking to Jiro, Nicole, and Ariana about their personal experiences in the U.S. and how they got here as exchange students. First, I wanted to hear a little bit about what they do to keep themselves busy when they're not in school. Jiro was talking about his spot on the football team. I asked him more about that.
When I moved to the US, I taught myself the rules of baseball, basketball, and football. And I thought about playing football, and then I just came in the team, I guess.
Jiro seems to be pretty well liked on the team. Here's a recording of some of his teammates on the sidelines. Moving on from Jiro, I wanted to hear from Ariana.
Playing the viola, I love it. And then I love drawing and writing. And now I'm starting writing in English, which is new for me. So this, and of course hanging out with friends.
Thanks, Ariana. Now let's hear from Nicole.
I like to go downtown, definitely. And I also live around a country club, so I always go for walks there because I also have a golden retriever at home, and she's the best dog ever. She's like the cutest puppy that I ever met. So she's always like down for go walk and everything. And I went to some parks and some beaches around here, and it's so cool. I really like just relaxing and like listening to music.
It's interesting to hear how all of them are keeping busy, but you might be wondering, how did they end up here? So I asked them. Let's start with Jiro.
I draw, and I was like part of like an art contest, and I was at the top 5, and I could like decide which prize I would choose. And there was the option to get pocket money for 1 year somewhere in the US. And I took the opportunity to get this, and like my mother was like the driving part, I guess, in getting like an exchange student, and I really don't regret it.
Thank you, Jiro. Pretty cool that you got here by winning a contest. Now let's hear from Nicole.
I chose the country that I wanted to go. I had like 3 options. My first one was United States, and I got accepted in the first time, so it was like all work out. And when I needed to fill like a profile, kind of like an application with all the information about me, what I do, my country, my age, all that. And then families all around the United States can see this profile and they can choose me. So I choose the country, the family choose me.
They all seem to be enjoying their experiences as exchange students, but it must be hard being thousands of miles from home. I asked them if they were feeling homesick at all, and if they missed it.
Yeah, I do, but I want to like stay here in the US or here where I am. Like if I would have like too much contact with the people back in Germany, I probably couldn't like concentrate on the things I do here because I'm always in my mind back in Germany.
I do, to be honest, I do, but not that much. I definitely miss my family, my sister, my pets, my friends, my home. But I think it's just because I'm a very warm person, if you can understand. Like my host mom was like trying to adapt to me, to hug me like all morning. She's like, okay, let me hug you, because she knows that I'm always missed like this contact, and which is kind of funny because sometimes I feel bad because I miss like touching people, like it's a funny thing, but I definitely miss a hug from my mom back in Brazil.
It's good to hear that Joe and Nicole are adapting well to life here in the US. On a different note, I asked Ariana what her favorite part of this whole experience has been.
Okay, favorite part, everything is new. Like you discover new parts of yourself and you grow. it's a big growth. I love it.
On the contrary, I wanted to know what was the hardest part.
And the biggest struggle is you're alone. You're really alone. Like, I'm lucky I have Mattia, which is also from Italy, so we can share our experience, but we are from different parts of Italy, so it's still different.
Wrapping up in a fun way. Everyone knows there's many movies about American high schools. I asked Nicole if she's seen any of them and about the stereotypes.
Are you really asking me that? Like, of course, like 1,000.
So, was it like similar to, was it similar?
100%, like 100%. The stereotype, like, of an American student is like a cheerleader or a football player, soccer, I don't even know. And it's like everything is like so similar, like the sports being like huge here, college, like is ridiculous, the same thing.
Well, that's funny to hear. I want to thank Jiro, Nicole, and Ariana for their help on this project. I enjoyed getting to know them, and I'm happy to share their stories to a larger audience. Due to time constraints, I couldn't include every exchange student at New Trier, but I also want to highlight Taiki from Japan and Mattia from Italy. They're the other 2 exchange students at New Trier. I wish I could have included them in this somehow. Over the course of this podcast, I learned a lot about some different cultures around the world, and I hope you felt the same way. If you work or go to New Trier as a student, make sure you say hi if you encounter any of these students. I want to close it up with a nice quote from Ariana, but before, I want to thank you very much for listening. For Around the World, I'm Caden Greco.
I want to say that I think I suggest that everyone travels, because I think it helps a lot. And also to appreciate what you have and to know more about yourself.
Thank you.